Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna cancel you super hard on that.
Yeah, I remember when I posted my new PFP, which apparently you can do now.
Mm-hmm.
Like right when I put it on, it gave me the option to tweet about it
Right.
because
Mm-hmm.
Twitter's always coming up with new things.
Oh, can you mute the? Oh wait, is that me or the? Oh, that is me. Okay. I was like, where's that
It's
noise coming from?
you.
It's like, where's
It's
that coming from?
you.
Um.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, yeah.
I
There I
see
am.
you.
I'm here.
Do I? Is that my cue to turn on the camera?
No, I'm just gonna keep it focused on. I can't do the like two camera thing, not yet. But I don't know how to do that.
I remember. So when I posted my new PFP, someone said huge win.
Yeah,
Someone said again, the goat.
yeah.
He's so hot. And then I replied to them, hottest man alive is Stephen Amell.
Yeah,
Sorry guys, but that's just a fact.
yeah. He's good looking, that's for sure.
Also, I definitely think Stephen Amell would do great, like leading a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like he's great as a leading man. He's a superb actor. I mean, he's he's been in movies before.
Right,
He
right.
if no one remembers, he played Casey Jones.
Oh, for me, that movie was a real shame because it was just kind of a waste of talent,
He he
especially for
he
like
he
him.
was he was the highlight of that movie though.
No.
Also, Code 8 is such a great movie.
Hmm. Yeah.
I really wish he could have, gone to the big screen as Green Arrow,
I would have loved that. Like,
or like a season of Arrow on HBO Max.
well, if he's like, if he's not getting any work, like he said that he would like call up, like
Yeah, and
Greg
do a
Berlanti
season
and just
nine.
yeah, just be like, hey, let's revive Arrow. Just be Greg's just like,
I
why?
I would watch the crap out of that. Not gonna lie,
I would too.
because I love Arrow, as I put on Twitter. It's my comfort show.
Hmm.
Not to get real, but when I found out my granddad was gonna die, I actually watched Arrow
Hmm.
because which sounds really weird when I say it out loud, but I just didn't really know what to do.
Hmm. I thought you were gonna say like, oh, like you and your grandfather were like that was your like the common bond, like you two bonded over
Oh no,
Arrow.
no, no, no.
I guess like
I
everybody here has their like comfort shows, so um,
yeah, it's just like it just helped me through a lot of things.
mhm. Yeah, I can see that. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Hello everybody. We're
sorry for going
it's just like should I even give an introduction at this point? But
there.
hello
Yeah,
everybody. We're here. We're streaming. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and since New Year's Eve,
and I
which
I've never done one, so
yeah. So we're just gonna be chilling out for about an hour or so, which I mean, 12 minutes has already passed by already. So, um, and when we hit the hour mark, we'll see how much
we'll
like
see
we can
we'll
do,
see
like
if
how much
we'll
left.
see if the audience demands more.
Yeah, yeah, but firstly, because this was a burning question that happened last stream from all of us, including me and Swifty, who were on it to begin with. Where the fuck were you last stream? Like,
Okay, so sit down, get a cup of tea, um, other things that people do that I don't know of, and I will tell you the story
Yeah.
of where Batmanultra7 was
Okay.
during the New Year's Eve stream. So, once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away, in my house, on New Year's Eve, I played Apples to Apples.
Yeah.
And that was worse setup and payoff than Last Jedi.
I know. It's like I think we
Yeah,
said
I just played
this.
app. I had to play Apples to Apples, and it took too long.
Hmm.
So it's not a big thing. It's not like I had a stroke or something. It's not
No.
like it's not like I got shot,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was like an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Like we were talking about it because me and him last stream we were just kind of talking about whatever the case was. Like I think we were talking about just like the state of the world at that point and how
So
things have
like
been.
terrible.
Yeah, it was just all like terrible stuff. And then at various points, we'd be like, man, AJ's supposed to be like, where the fuck is AJ? And literally, like, right as we ended, I think you showed up and we are just like, sorry, I was playing apples to apples with my family. And I'm like, okay. Uh, but, yeah,
I mean,
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do,
honestly,
man.
I don't think it's gotten any better.
No, no, you're right. It's only
It's just
like,
getting
it's
worse.
just getting worse. Yeah, you're right. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, for weeks and weeks afterwards, I've been wanting to not only get an episode of this with you on here, but also the two of you
I
because
I kept pushing for it.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
I
you did.
kept
You asked me
texting.
like weekends, and it
I
was just
kept
like, yeah, when are we
I
gonna
kept
stream? And it was just like,
I
I was
kept
like,
texting Marvel like, let's do it.
yeah. So weeks and weeks go by. We do episodes and episodes and episodes, and at various points, I'm like, okay, we are gonna do the stream at some point. Like it's just like it's inevitability.
And then we
Um,
don't.
and then we don't. And then Thursday we were supposed to, because we had an episode planned for this last Friday. Like I had an episode like scheduled, and I'm just like,
Yeah, we released the comic book movie fatigue video.
yeah. Finally, I've been waiting like weeks to do that topic, and it was just like, we got it done. We had it ready for. Um, I think it was supposed to come out like 2 weeks
Ago.
before, but then like
Yeah.
other stuff just kind of cropped up, and we pushed it and pushed it. I'm like, well, we can't push it to episode 25 because that's when we're doing the Q&A, and I'm just like,
Yeah, where you can ask all the crazy questions you want to ask.
yeah. So we pushed it to Friday, and I'm like, okay, Thursday we are going to stream with all three of us, and we're just kind of have a good time and hang out and stuff. Um and then that
That didn't
Thursday
happen.
I literally like I left. I was out of the house for like a few hours, and I told them like when I get home we'll do the stream, and whatever. I got home, I literally was like out of energy. I could not do it. So, but I know how much you wanted to do it. So, like I think a couple days ago, I was just like, you
Yeah,
want to stream? Like,
I, I fully understood that because like when I get home from work at Wendy's,
mm-hmm,
I'm completely drained, and the only thing I can do is just sit down on my laptop and watch Netflix.
mm-hmm.
That's literally all I can do. I just can't function.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I used to be. Like when I was working, that's how I was, and um,
I did quit.
yeah,
Though. I did quit.
yeah.
I quit Friday.
But yeah, you wanted to do the stream, like you were like desperately asking for it, and then like a couple days ago, I was just out of the blue, like you want to just do a stream with just the two of us, and
Yeah,
you get that itch out of the way. It's, um,
that itch.
yeah, but I was thinking like Sunday night, but then we talked about it, and I was like, okay, let's do it
Yeah.
Monday, and here we are now. So
Yes, here we are.
Um,
we're all cut up. Last time on the Speaking Nerd.
yeah, yeah. Not only have we finally got this out of the way, but now we've come full circle from
Yeah.
our cliffhanger from the last stream, and we finally have that question answered. So, so, um,
I mean, it was obviously better than the cliffhangers in WandaVision, where they just make some big revelation and then roll like 10 minutes of credits.
yeah, with no post credit scene,
Yeah,
like I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't watched it, but like that was literally the first thing I was thinking about after the first episode ended. I'm like, okay, there's got to be like a post credit scene here, and there was nothing.
yeah.
But
It's because Feige loves to screw with us like every time.
yeah, Feige just loves to fuck with people, like just fuck with their
Yeah,
expectations.
that that's his favorite thing to do.
Yeah, but yeah, since we're kind of just doing the stream now, and since our last podcast we didn't really talk about news, I figured for this kind of stream here that we'd cover like the Snyder Cut trailer and whatever else kind of came out last week. But
And and truly terrible Joker picture
oh
from
my
him.
god. Um,
It actually it makes me physically cringe.
so I'm assuming that you watched the trailer on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, because what else would I be doing on Valentine's Day?
It is-
The, the holiday that we all know that I
yeah. Besides the video that came out, which I really enjoyed doing, and
yeah
I know that you
I thought
hated
it
it,
was
but like I know that, like, but it's just like
I
those,
love I love talking about my hates
yeah.
for it.
And now we made sure just to be like, because originally we were gonna do it without you, because you were busy, and then I think like it was at the last possible second that you came
It
swooping
was
in,
it was it was because it was my dad's birthday
right?
and we were watching First Cow.
Yeah, yeah. I think I told the chat, like I told the I said it in the video, like what happened. I was just like, this motherfucker here. Like we did the Friday episode, and then literally right as we finished up, he's just like, oh, it's my dad's birthday. Like I gotta go do this thing, and I'm like, why the fuck did you not tell me this like days prior to us recording?
I
Oh my god.
honestly didn't think about it. Like actually my boss tried to call me in.
Hmm.
And I was like, dude, it's my dad's birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think I could come in today.
Hmm.
And now in 2 weeks, I will never have to see his face again,
Hmm.
which will be a true blessing to my life.
Since we're talking about Wendy's, I gotta tell you about this one time where like because
Uh,
we have a rest like a Wendy's restaurant not too far from where I live. So like um and right around there was like a school I went to. Not saying names just for the hell of it, but like you go down the street, there'd be the school, and then right across the way there'd be like the grocery store, the Wendy's, and like maybe a Mr. Sub in there. But it was just like the guy who works there, like the manager, like he's just this big guy. Like sometimes he'd bring his kids in, like his kids would run around like destroying everything on the
wait,
team.
did you say he's a big guy?
Yeah, he's like a big dude. Like um,
Just, same thing with my boss. He's got a big gut.
yeah, a big ego. It's
That too.
yeah. But one time I was there, like grabbing a bite to eat. Like I was at a friend's house, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go get a bite to eat, and then I'm gonna go home. And the guy literally came out of nowhere, and as I was like eating whatever like I was eating at the time, he like almost caused me to choke to death. Like it's like just scared the shit out of me. Um, also, like besides
Please
like
tell please tell me you're not the type of guy who orders a $50 meal at Wendy's?
No, I go for like little over $10. Like I'm very cheap with what I buy. Like I
Like
I buy everything cheap. Like cheap clothes, like just cheap everything because I cannot.
I literally buy all my suit jackets at Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if anyone viewing right now is the type of person who orders a $50 meal or makes really stupid specifications about their food, I don't like you. I wish you'd leave and never come back.
If you're gonna order anything over like $50, it either you're either rich or it's for like a really fucking special occasion.
And there's one thing that unites both of you. I want to punch you in the throat.
God, but yeah, this guy like he just came out of nowhere. I was like in the middle of chewing something, and he was like, "How's your meal, sir?" Like just popped out of nowhere. Like, oh my god. So I'm literally like trying not to choke on the food, and the guy like he's not doing anything about it, and I spat it up, and he's just like, it's like, oh fucking warning next time, there, guy. Oh
Yeah,
man.
my boss isn't there enough to do stuff like that.
Mm,
He schedules himself almost every day,
mm,
but he's rarely ever there
mm.
because guess what is more important than actually doing his job?
You tell me, what is it?
J- drink Doing a lot of drinking and eating a lot, like a lot.
Wow, what a dick. It's like,
That's the literal description of him.
yeah.
I seriously hope I never see him again after
Mm,
my last day, because that will be the best day of my life
mm,
and all the days following.
true. Just yeah, just like don't ever like want to be near you like with a fucking 40-foot pole. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to even hear his voice, like, or hear his name,
yeah,
or I swear I will punch him in the throat.
yeah. Is that like your first response to everything? Just like, man, just like
It is.
punch me
It,
in the
it
fuck.
is what. It is once I started working at Wendy's.
Mm. Customer comes in, doesn't tip anything. It's like bam.
I swear the amount of people that don't tip is
It's crazy.
frustrating.
It's
Also,
like it's a problem.
like you can't even tip, like, 50 cents,
Mm.
or the number of cheapskates.
Yeah, yeah. There's a
Like, did I ever tell you about this guy? He got mad at me because his lemonade was in a see-through cup,
mm,
and he said the price was too high. I don't make the price,
yeah,
so take the stupid cup and drink your stupid lemonade, because it's Christmas Eve, and I'd rather be with my family right now than be talking to you.
yeah.
And that was literally on Christmas Eve. On New Year's Eve, some old lady yelled at me because I supposedly got her order wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I just um when I worked at the restaurant like in our town, like the seafood place, and like we get a lot of people like that where it's just like they didn't tip anything or they complain about like nothing. Like it's just like the kind of shit that's not really worth complaining about, but they're still gonna do it
Yeah.
anyway. But
One thing I don't understand is, like, whenever I get something wrong in fast food, like, the wrong thing on my sandwich, or
mm,
wrong sandwich, or wrong drink.
right.
You know what I don't do?
It
Turn
don't.
around, turn around and come back, because I don't care enough to drive all the way back to get it fixed.
Yeah.
It's just fast food. Who cares?
I mean, I get like when you put an order in and they're just like maybe they put like the wrong topping on, like just little stuff
You
like
can
that.
take it out.
Yeah,
You can just open it up and take it out.
but
That's what
like
I do.
yeah, it's just like that stuff is not really worth like the hassle of just being like driving all the way back, going inside and just like, you know, telling them
Like what
to
like what happened to common courtesy?
well, apparently it died when everything went to shit. So, so
Hmm.
but
Yep.
um, but yeah, it's just like there's a lot of that like going like restaurants doing like it's even worse now because everything is like it's not like everything's not fully open and
Plus, you know, every all that everybody spends their days doing, especially on the internet, is just yelling in a vacuum.
yeah,
And it's just it's just a bunch of angry people yelling at each other till the other one shuts up.
that's yeah that is basic that is the internet in a
That's
sense.
the definition of the internet
Yeah,
in a nutshell.
Twitter is like really bad with that. It was just like
Yeah,
everybody's
it's just
yelling at everybody.
it's just a bunch of annoying people yelling at each other in a vacuum.
Yeah,
So like people on Twitter, shut up.
yeah. It makes
You,
sometimes I
you,
wonder. It's like, why am I on Twitter again?
yeah, like you're not entitled to be a jerk.
you know. Yeah. Nor does it make you like better than anybody else if you're just gonna get
Yeah,
like.
this any sense of superiority that you have on Twitter is completely false
Yeah.
because you're as superior as any average Joe is. Not at all.
Yeah. And it's just like most of the time it's like people trying to compensate for something, but it's just like not
Yeah,
really having any like leg to stand on when it comes to like
yeah. So
especially the
just
stuff we see, which is people arguing about like cape shit. So
yeah,
like
like who cares if you don't like Far From Home? Who cares if you don't like Spider-Man 2?
yeah,
Though you don't understand Spider-Man, but
opinions are opinions, man, and that's
yeah. I mean, just respect people's opinions.
yeah,
I may not be a fan of Far From Home, but anyone who is, that's great.
yeah. It's just like I
Like
like the movie.
it,
Like it's not
it
great, but it's just like it's not
if
terrible.
you love it, if you love it, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
but it's great for you.
It's totally fine.
Like people who absolutely love everything Zack Snyder does. I don't, but that's great for you.
Yeah, I've learned not to care anymore about that kind of thing.
Yeah,
When
like just people chill out.
yeah,
They're just superhero movies.
it's
They're
not.
literally based on children's comic books.
Yes,
So chill out. You're not entitled. The only thing you're entitled to in this world is your opinion, as are everybody else in this world. So respect people
right.
and shut up. I just I can't take this idiocy anymore. It's like be kind
Yeah,
and stop whining about every single thing.
yeah, yeah. Basically, speaking of opinions, we got one here in the chat for Arrow. Uh, Eva
Oh
says
boy.
Arrow is so good, but in my opinion, it got old and boring.
What season? They can probably hear me, right?
Yeah, I'm sure
What
they'll tell you in the like you guys can
what's
hear them,
what
right?
what season? What season do you think it got boring
I'm gonna
at?
say like
Be,
early stuff.
uh, I mean, it definitely had. It went up and down, so to speak. Like season 1 and 2, fantastic.
Yes,
Season 3, like mid,
it's
I'd
like
say.
to me it's boring rather than like bad,
It's yeah, it's not bad. And then season 4, we all know
terrible.
the answer to
Like
that
it's
question. We
bad.
all we all we all know the answer to that question.
Yeah,
It
that
was it was, it
is
was, it was really bad. It was
just
really
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
And then season 5, amazing,
yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Season 6. What are you saying?
That's maybe a 4. Like
Like,
it's not amazing, but it's pretty good.
okay, okay. I was like, it's like really like my first thought was like qualities of like that's damn.
No, I'm not saying it's like season 4. I meant
Okay.
like
I
out of
I
5.
got you, but yeah, it's like
Because
it's.
I think Caden James is a great villain,
Mm,
and the whole team up idea was really interesting.
yeah.
And Wild Dog, I love seeing more of Wild Dog
Mm,
because I think he's a great character.
right.
And the disbanding of the team was really interesting. And I thought Diaz was a great villain,
Mm,
like especially his episode about his origin was really interesting to me.
yeah.
Also, the idea that he's not defeated by the end of the season
Right.
was intriguing. And I mean, season 7 is a really interesting case. Great beginning, the middle bit half and half there.
Was that the Prometheus season?
No, 5 is Prometheus.
Okay. It's just like I don't
Uh,
remember. Honestly, I don't
se-
remember a whole lot of season
7
7.
was 7 was when he was in prison
Okay. Yeah.
at the
Yeah. Yeah.
beginning.
Right.
Those episodes are great because I there was a lot they were able to do storytelling wise.
Right.
And then it was interesting when he got out of prison because he was basically a police officer now,
Mm,
and he didn't have to wear a mask. I
yeah.
mean, there was even like a serial killer episode. Very interesting stuff. Again, it's a very good season, but not a great season.
And then season
I'll,
8,
I'll,
which
I think 8 is pretty fantastic.
mm,
Like I think season 8 should go with five and 1 and 2.
mm.
Besides Crisis, because that's garbage.
So, yeah, like you can definitely see like Arrow like had a better lifespan than I would say even the Flash, which
Yeah, like Flash, seasons 1 and 2, great.
mm,
Season 3, uh, Savitar's in there, so not so great.
I'd say it's just really bland and like it's just boring.
Yeah, it's just like Arrow season 3.
It's just yeah.
Season 4, everybody hates season 4, but I I think uh I think DeVoe is a really interesting villain.
DeVoe was an interesting idea, but just like
Like
execution, like it was just like
the execution was pretty
could have
poor,
it could have been done
but
a lot better.
I think the actor of DeVoe was really good. Is what I'll say.
He's okay.
Season 5, absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Like it could not be worse. It could not be worse.
Yeah, that's
Um, season 6, just honest, it was mid.
I'd say it had like season 6 had a really good first half. Like
Yeah,
I really liked the first half of season 6, and like the second half,
yeah.
like after Crisis, was
The
just
first
like
the first half is really good, but the second half lost its momentum.
yeah.
It had maybe one episode of note was when they had that one scene where the mirror mistress or whatever beat up Barry.
Mm,
I thought that was an amazing scene, just that one scene.
yeah.
I don't know
Me
if you know.
like yeah,
I don't know if you know what I'm talking
I
about.
know what you're talking about, but
I thought that was done really well,
mm,
but besides that, not really anything of note. The finale, we obviously know is cut short because of COVID,
mm,
but like one of the guys at the CW was hyping it up, saying the fight scene in this episode is one of the greatest fight scenes of all time in CW. I'm like, what are you talking about? you're full of crap. That's not true.
Yeah, we already had
Because,
like
because when you watch it, it's not true. It's a it's not a very good episode.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's just like the CW like Arrowverse shows like moving forward. Like we've said it before on the podcast and stuff. It's like I'm just really worried that like things are just gonna get cut short and like it's like basically like like the whole Arrowverse is like pretty much on its like last like leg. There's not really much
Actually,
left.
excuse me. According to the CW, it's the CW verse.
I don't give a shit. It'll always be the Arrowverse. Fuck what they say about like.
Did you hear Venom's response to the to when he found out about the CW verse?
Yeah, I watched. He was on the podcast. He was on a podcast and he was talking about it. Um, and he was like, "Yeah, I
I
just
think it,
it's like a fucking
I
hate."
think I think I think he was talking about it on the Inside of You podcast.
Right, that's where I.
I,
Yeah,
I
that's where
love that podcast, by the
I do
way.
too.
Great podcast. Like his episode with Grant Gustin, I loved. An episode with Kevin Smith, Stephen Amell. He did 2 episodes with Stephen Amell,
Yeah,
but one was cut short because Stephen Amell was having a panic attack.
that's right. Yeah, I watched one where like he was talking to Kevin Conroy and like they were
Oh
talking
yeah, I love that
they
too.
were talking about like his days at Juilliard and like um him like knowing Robin Williams at the time, like they were roommates and stuff, and it was just like it's like this is actually like this is like some really like great stuff. And
Yeah, I mean, I just love the idea of the podcast. They're just talking about life.
yeah, yeah, probably like for me one of like my favorite podcasts out right now. Like just in general, like I love listening to like Michael Rosenbaum and all of his guests that he brings on.
Yeah,
It's like awesome stuff.
Michael Rosenbaum is a really nice guy.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
But
and on a side note, he was an amazing Lex Luthor.
yeah,
So
I got to rewatch Smallville because
great Lex Luthor, great Flash too.
yeah, that was Bart Allen. I think they were in that show.
No, Wally West
Okay.
in Justice League.
Or no, I'm talking about Smallville. Yeah,
Oh,
that was Bart,
yeah, but
right?
yeah, it was Bart Allen. Even though that's doesn't really track with the comics.
You know, but yeah, like he played Wally in the Justice League cartoon,
And
which like
yeah, he was great.
yeah, he was probably one of like my favorite parts of that whole like series.
Yeah,
It's just
one of the I mean, the main cast of the original Justice League show are the best,
mhm.
unequivocally.
Yeah,
No, I met Kevin Conroy once.
I did too.
Great guy.
Yeah,
Very nice.
very yeah.
Shook hands. I almost got his autograph, but fate did not rule in my favor.
I got it was both an autograph and a photo with him.
I don't like you.
Yeah.
Basically, I didn't have enough time. Like, he went to a panel, and I didn't have enough time to stay until he came back.
Yeah, honestly, when we went to the con that year, we didn't think he was gonna be there because like
Yeah.
for some reason the schedule like got fucked up like on the
There,
website.
there's always some schedule kerfuffle with cons because they're usually not handled well.
Yeah, but yeah, we thought he wasn't gonna be there, so like I wanted to bring my because I had the DVD volumes for the anime like the Batman
Oh,
animated
yeah,
series,
me too.
and I was
I brought my original. I bought my original first volume of
yeah.
that animated
I was
series.
gonna bring mine to the con, but then like I thought he wasn't gonna be there, so I left it at home. And then we were just walking around, and I saw him at at a table, like he was right next to like uh, Maurice LaMonche or some like it was somebody like that. It was just like it's like I gotta go find an ATM and get some money out and but
Mm,
but yeah, we got the cash and we came over like he was
yeah.
just finishing up with somebody else. I gave the money to the guy. Like I told him it's just like it was just a photo and and an autograph. And the guy was like, "Are you nervous?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty
Of course
nervous."
you are.
It's like yeah,
It's Batman.
yeah. But then
It's
we
freaking
like
Batman.
we slid over and I like we were talking to him for a second. And like yeah, he is like a genuine guy.
Yeah. He's very down to earth.
Yeah. No.
I also met Robin.
Uh.
I met Poison Ivy too, and I also met the actor Riddler, and that guy was totally on drugs. Like
Okay.
he was super on drugs.
Yeah.
Something. He was smoking something,
Mm-hmm.
something real good.
He was just he was
Like
smoking it
it
backstage.
was very obvious.
Yeah.
It was very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all nice people. I got John Wesley Shipp's autograph.
Oh man, I'd love to meet John Leslie Shope.
He is so nice. It was right before Crisis actually. He hinted he hinted that there was something happening.
Yeah, and then um boy, like I really enjoyed like seeing him in the like in the crossovers and stuff, but
I love whenever he appears in anything because he's such a good actor.
yeah. Yeah.
I would never say no to getting a new season of a second season of his Flash show.
Right.
I'd give anything for that. Or like um I keep saying I'd love for him to meet Michael Keaton Batman and maybe bring in Brandon Routh as Christopher Reeve Superman basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Linda Carter Wonder Woman. That would be a great Justice League.
I hope for the Flash movie coming up, like there's some acknowledgement of like these past like since it looks like they're doing the whole kind of multiverse
Yeah.
aspect. Like it just I would love to see like you know not really like a crisis type deal, but them like doing a whole bunch of like
Like an act
references.
like maybe this could open the door for an actually good Crisis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I feel like since it's already been done on TV, like
I wish we could have gotten like Crisis on HBO Max
yeah, yeah, that would have been
because
really good.
because it would have been actually written well
Mm-hmm.
and it would have had the budget that Crisis deserves,
Mm-hmm.
and Oliver Queen would not have died twice.
Or Kevin Conroy Batman become like a murdering,
Evil.
yeah, just god damn it, crisis. It's like it's Jesus.
What I wanted was Kevin Conroy Batman to return at the end, like redeeming himself, fighting alongside the heroes against the Anti Monitor.
I also wanted to see that for like John Wesley Ship Flash because even though like you know he got absorbed into like the speed cannon and stuff, like they rewrote everything so they could have just been like, hey, like
Well, yeah,
everybody's alive.
I wanted like a end game moment,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like bring in a bunch of heroes, like small. Yeah, I wanted Smallville Superman to come back,
Yeah.
and I wanted Kevin Conroy Batman to come in. I wanted John with Ship Flash to come in. Just a big moment.
Mm-hmm. That would have been awesome.
Like if I wrote Crisis, just saying, it would be a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I wish for like for the Kevin Conroy Earth instead of making that its own designated Earth, they could have just put it in with like
I thought they should have put it with Brandon Routh.
that I was about to say like it's like you're gonna
I don't
have
know why. I don't know why they didn't do that.
yeah it's like you're gonna
Because
have Kingdom Come Batman and also like
Team
somewhat.
become Superman.
Yeah, and you're not going to put them on the same Earth together.
That it just seemed really dumb
Yeah,
and a waste of having an awesome moment
yeah, yeah,
with Kevin Conroy, Batman, and Brandon Routh, Superman in the
yeah,
same scene.
yeah,
That would have been awesome.
yeah. But instead, like,
Imagine that.
yeah, but instead we're just going to look at Batman's like trophies and all the fucking people he's murdered. It's like,
And him try to kill Supergirl for
yeah,
some reason.
yeah, for some, like, it's just like, oh god damn it. Um,
And uh, have Luke Fox with a goatee
mhm.
because everybody with a goatee is evil.
And like his shirt buttoned down because
Yeah.
CW, like, it's like, I don't, god damn it.
I just like everything about that crossover was bad except for the Arrow episode. That was the only good part.
The
That was the
best,
only. It was the only really solid episode.
the only good thing to me about it was all the like just like pretty much all the cameos. Some of them like they could have done a lot better, but like just the acknowledgement of those universes themselves, like, it tugs at my
Like
like nerd heartstrings, but at the same time it's just like for some stuff like Kevin
like when
Conroy
like
and
when Ezra Miller met Grant Gustin Flash.
yeah.
That was a legendary moment.
You know what's even weirder about that is that like at the very end when they show all the different like the Earths reborn, like they don't show the movie universe for some reason.
Yeah,
But you still
that's
put in the effort to bring
it
Ezra.
seemed it seemed pretty suspect.
Yeah.
Because
Hopefully we.
I do think Grant Gustin is going to appear in Flash movie.
I hope they like. They do.
They have to make some kind of connection.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd love to see
You
Grant.
know,
I'd also love to see like John. Like it's just like and like
it'd be awesome.
what's that?
A scene where we have the new Supergirl, Grant Gustin Flash, Ezra Miller Flash,
Hmm.
Michael Keaton, and Ben Affleck Batman.
Do you think Michael Keaton Batman is gonna meet Ben Affleck Batman?
I hope so. I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
Because that would be awesome.
Yeah. Do you also think that you know Michael Keaton like they're gonna do him like in costume, or it's just gonna be like older, kind of Batman Beyond type Michael Keaton?
I'd give for just one scene in the costume.
Hmm.
Like that, I just want one scene back in the costume at least.
Did you see the like the comic series they announced for Batman '89?
And Superman, Donner.
Yeah,
I'm super excited for both the.
I am too. I can't wait to
And
read them.
please tell me this will make it possible for a Brandon Routh Superman series on HBO. Just please, please, I need it.
I feel like with this though, like it's just like as much as I love like these two, and I'm glad that they're getting a comic series based on them, like it's just gonna make things even more confusing given like the whole state of the live action multiverse and
It's definitely a suspect move. Um, di- I do think it's really awesome that they brought in the screenwriter for Batman '89 for the Batman run.
was that Sam Ham?
Yeah, Sam Hamm.
Okay.
Even though they changed virtually everything meaningful about uh, the movie.
Did you see the concept art they showed off for like it was like him in costume, like him out of costume, and then like Alfred and Gordon and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
they showed it like they showed it off, and it's like, oh man, it looks like amazing. Especially like the bat suit is literally it's like the '89 suit with the Returns logo, and he
Ooh,
does.
that it's basic. That's basically perfection.
Yeah, he also has like one side of his cape is like lapped overneath on the cowl, kind of like the animated series, which looks really nice. I'll have to send it to you later, but it's just like, yeah, this is like
I'm
I can't
yeah,
wait.
I'm just really excited for it. I I love both of those worlds.
Mm,
Also, please make it possible that we get a Linda Carter nine in a John Wesley ship flash run,
mm.
so we can get a Justice League run
Yeah, yeah,
with all four of them.
yeah.
Please, just do it. I need it. Just please.
Not only do I want to see that for
That
DC,
would
but
that
like
would
Marvel too. Like I want to see more of these things like come back for shows and
yeah.
uh movies that didn't really get
Like
to.
make a 90s Spider-Man comic. I mean, Godzilla Mendoza is already doing.
Mm, yeah, yeah. And not to spoil anything for that, but like I've really been loving what they've been doing with the '94 comic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like they did it for like Marvel. They did it for like X-Men '92. They had like that for when they were doing Secret Wars, and like I would just love to see that for more interpretations, like Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Like I would love to see like a comic continuation of that. Um, if they don't decide to revive it on Disney Plus, but
Definitely.
yeah,
Because it's superior to the other show.
yeah,
Drop mic.
literally in every way. Like,
In every way possible. It actually made Captain Marvel a good character. Sorry, I'm just gonna leave now.
literally everybody was perfect, like just about
Yeah,
perfect in that show. Um,
and like, uh, though I don't say it a lot because I know someone will get mad at me. Captain Marvel is rarely ever written well, like ever.
Given like context as of lately, yeah, you're not wrong.
Because I mean, she can be a great character,
Oh yeah,
but she rarely is,
I think
which which is sad.
yeah, I
But
think once they gave her
she's
that
good.
title of Captain Marvel is when things really like just kind of went downhill. And,
Also, the Miss Marvel costume is better. Fight me.
oh, the Warbird costume. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, I like that original costume, but that's more just because like of what like I've been watching Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes for years, and I
Yeah.
just finished it recently, and like it looks great in that show.
Also, Superhero Squad, top tier content right
Oh my god,
there.
that
We need a
is.
Superhero Squad revival.
Oh, I mean, well, they referenced it in Ultimate Spider-Man, but did you ever play the online game for Superhero Squad?
Of course it did. I played all the online. Did you ever play the Batman Brave and the Bold race game, whatever,
The
on the DC website?
Oh, not on the website. I thought you were gonna say the Wii title, like the Way Forward game. I'm like, like actually, like I have it here, like I have it on my shelf, but I haven't gone into it yet. But I want to play it though at some point when I have the time to.
I mean, I think it's already official that I'm the biggest Batman Brave and the Bold fan of all time.
That's one game like I would love to see come back on modern consoles. Kind of like what they did with Scott Pilgrim, the game. It was just like
Oh yeah,
it's like people like Brave and the Bold, and um,
and
like
it's literally the perfect show.
if you're like a DC comic, like yeah, for like DC comic fans, definitely, and even like Batman too. But um, um, shame
Not
of what
gonna
happened
not gonna
to DC cartoons after that,
not,
though.
yeah, because they all suck now.
Yeah.
If I mean the ones that actually exist. I mean, there's a few exceptions, I guess,
I
but
didn't hate. I didn't hate
they're not
Justice
too.
League Action when it started, but like as it went
Oh, I
on, I was like, yeah, this
Justice
is
League
not for me.
Action. Um, it's good, but it's not. It's not like it's not high quality. You're not telling a lot of stories there.
Yeah.
Like with the original Justice League show, they told you know long form storytelling. Cadmus arc, I think, is one of the best pieces of superhero media
Hmm.
outside of the comics.
Yeah. 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 That show, like, not only did it have like great plot lines, but it also was like very character driven, and
It just told that it's told very mature.
yeah.
Also, like outside of superhero cartoons, Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, which I will continue to say is the greatest thing that's ever happened to Scooby Doo.
Yeah. I would say that also. Like,
Because it's as I said with Batman the Bold, it's literally a perfect show. So if you try to fight me on that, I will destroy you.
it does this weird thing where like it tells a great plot line that goes throughout the whole entire series, but also like it makes like the Scooby Doo cast like interesting, and also like it's
Yeah,
kind of like scary for kids. Like they managed to pull that off
yeah.
too.
I mean, it actually made Fred and Daphne good characters.
Hmm. Yeah, instead of like just kind of one note generic.
I mean, they literally made every character better.
Yeah.
Like Scooby Doo had an arc.
Hmm.
Shaggy had an arc. Velma had an arc. Everybody had an arc, and both seasons have tremendous stories. That I mean, I think I mean it's like Twin Peaks meets Scooby Doo, which is a comparison I never thought I'd say.
I don't think that's a comparison anybody would have thought of.
Mm-hmm. But there's literally a scene with the short guy from Twin Peaks.
Hmm. Yeah. Damn, man. Cartoons have really gone down in quality
I
lately.
mean, I think cartoons stop being good once Batman Bread and Bold was canceled. Just saying.
So, like, circa 2013?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, if we're talking like kids' cartoons, then, definitely they've gone
I mean,
completely down.
have you seen that Scooby Doo show? Have you seen it? It's garbage. It's absolute garbage.
I'd say, like, adult animation now has been, like, you know, on, like, the uphill for, like, the past decade. Given, like, some exceptions, like, you know,
I mean, from what I'm hearing, we might be getting a animated series revival. So
mhm.
maybe the time of cartoons has not come to an end.
Yeah. I hope that
But
revival happens.
the question is, WB, when am I getting my Batman Brave and the Bold? Huh? Huh?
They'll probably just make another fucking Scooby Doo crossover before they do an actual actual revival.
If you don't revive Batman Brave and the Bold, I will move you to the
Get those petitions out. Um,
Jeff Johns and Amber Heard doing shakalaka.
okay, we're gonna take a quick break. I just gotta go grab something, and we'll be back in a little bit. So,
Yeah, I need to grab something too.
okay. All right. Bang in a sec. And we're back. We're back. We're refurbished. We got everything we need. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to keep going for about another hour or so. So let's check back in with the chat and see what we have here.
Until we go completely mad.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Amanda's here. Zach's here. Ava's here. Shadow Fox 06 is here. Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Not the Speaking Nerd Podcast.
Not the Speaking Nerd Podcast. That is on Fridays. So, new room? No, this is not a new room. It's just
an old room.
It is my old. It is my old bedroom that is now my recording room, and also just gaming room. So my bed, like right where my desk is right now, is where the bed was, which is not here. That white, like those white bookshelves there, that was where my dresser was, and the bigger bookshelves are still on the wall. Still got my Infinity Gauntlet up there, and also my entertainment center, and I had to get a new TV. Like it's a little bit smaller than the one I had before, but still relatively the same room. But
and you ask yourself, where does Marvel sleep? Well, the answer is Marvel never sleeps.
I sleep in a box.
He never sleeps
on the streets.
On the streets of LA.
Yeah. Actually, I sleep in the basement now.
I've always slept in the basement.
Yeah. When I think about all the houses that I've lived in over the course of my life, I've never slept in the basement until like 2 months ago. So I was always upstairs or like in the main floor. But never in the basement. So but
have you been to America?
Actually, no. I want to though, because there's a lot of places that I want to go travel to and sightsee.
I'm not sure if you want to go there now, though.
Yeah, no, not right now. And,
might have to wait 4 years.
Yeah. If you're thinking of coming to Canada, don't bother. It's literally cold like 10 months out of the fucking year. So, but one thing I forgot to mention when we started is that we're still taking questions for the podcast. Today is the last day for it. I know I said it was Tuesday, but I was just like, I needed a little bit more time to process the questions, see which ones we're actually going to do for the episode. We have a lot. So like, it's over 20 now. But yeah, I appreciate to everybody who sent in their questions and all that. There was a lot to skim through, and there still is some stuff to skim through. But yeah, today's the last.
And if we don't choose one of your questions, Marvel doesn't like you.
No, you're garbage. Okay, if we don't choose your questions, then no hard feelings. Like, we got a ton, and we're just trying to limit to however many we decide to choose, whatever that may be. But anyway, so if you have any questions you want to ask us in the chat, or like for us to put in the episode, then I'd say just type your question out and then put #SpeakingNerd if you want it. If not, then, just ask us questions anyway, and we'll answer them in the chat and keep talking about anything. Just keep talking about nerdy shit.
No boundaries.
No boundaries. Well, you might not have boundaries, but some stuff I'm not ready to talk about on stream. But anyway,
well, there's plenty of stuff I don't want to talk about.
Yeah. drugs. um,
Uh, my lack of a social life.
yeah, your 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 non-existent love life.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Women.
Look out, ladies. He's not interested.
Yep. And before anyone says anything, I'm not interested in anybody.
Yeah, no. If you've watched the podcast and if you've watched, anything relating to the both of us, we always talk about
Mm-hmm.
the fact that um, AJ here does not want to date anybody. He just wants to be
Yeah.
single for his entire life, and
And if you're even thinking about it, stop.
so don't slide into his DMs because he does not want
Yeah.
that.
No sliding into my DMs, people.
Nah. Yeah. Um. Anyway, what should we talk about now?
I actually turned someone down last month.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Do you want to talk about that? What happened? I want to
Um,
know.
they they were way too into me. Like to a point where it's not normal. Like, so here's the story. One of my friends from work, I went to their birthday party. It was like a whole formal thing. I wore a suit jacket. I wore a bow tie.
Okay.
Looking super cool,
Yeah.
snapping. And I learned after that dance that my friend's sister was checking me out during the party. And
Okay.
then she started texting me, and she kept saying that she missed me a lot, even though I hadn't had a conversation with her.
Okay.
I hadn't even seen her before,
Right.
and and her. I mean, this isn't a deal breaker or anything, but her favorite movie is Toy Story.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a film buff, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I'm not sure if I can view someone whose favorite movie is Toy Story.
Yeah.
And she sent me like, I don't know, 12 selfies within the span of 2 days.
Right.
So
So she
had to
was
had to
she
cut
was
that off.
obsessed. Like she was
Yeah,
obsessed with you. Wow.
it's because of my animal magnetism. I'm just irresistible because I'm
You say that, and then at the same time, you're just gonna be like, "Well, I'm not accepting anything ever." So, so
yeah, yeah. So
um,
no sliding into my DMs, people,
you know, um,
because I've turned someone down and I will do it without hesitation.
yeah, man, I don't think I've had
Oh,
any, but like
last week she tried to video call me
during what?
during work,
Oh, okay.
even though I had stopped talking to her like a month ago.
It's just like move out of the way, bitch. Not
I
interested.
was like, "Why?
Yeah,
I'm at work, and I haven't talked to you for a month." And I'm like, "Stop talking to me."
it's crazy bitches, man. You gotta be aware of them.
Yep. I'm in nothing but trouble.
I don't think I've had anybody in real life that I've met like obsess over me,
I
but
haven't
um,
I haven't gone on a date, so I don't know how that happened.
mhm. It's just the weirdest people, man. You meet like the weirdest people, like, and at first like you don't even know it, and then like it just slowly starts to creep in after a while.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean the main
shit.
thing is like mature. there was a large divide,
Right.
maturity wise, and life experience
Mm-hmm.
wise. Also, I need to, if I ever do date someone, which is very unlikely, then I think it would be a little bit necessary for them to have similar tastes to me.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand
Like
that.
maybe at least have read maybe one comic book.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from with that because like that was my mindset years ago was just like trying to find somebody who like had similar interests to mine and
Like someone who gets me.
yeah, yeah. But
Or someone who doesn't have garbage taste in music.
it's, yeah. Now you got to be careful nowadays with all that all that weird shit going around.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, if your favorite movie is Toy Story and you're my age, why?
how old are you again?
Almost 18.
Okay. How old was she? Just out of curiosity.
16, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, because you mentioned something about age gap, and I'm just like, oh man, that sounds pretty sus right there. It's like,
I
I'm just like, oh god, no.
just meant like, maturity gap and,
Yeah,
we weren't, you know, on we weren't in the same stages of life.
yeah, yeah. I remember when I was in high school, like I was like 14 at the time, and thinking that I was like more mature than most people I went there with. But yeah, high school was a fucking piece of shit. Like,
Garbage.
yeah,
Garbage. I I hate high school.
yeah, yeah. Like for me, that first year was, it wasn't necessarily good academic wise, but like literally all of my friends were there. Like we were just literally hanging out like 100% of the time, and like it was that was probably the only thing I remember about it. And but after that, like um, it was just like things just kind of kept switching around for like academic purposes, and all the teachers were like
Social.
pretty much most of the teachers that were there were complete scumbags and pieces of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Yeah, I've met some special people in my time.
yeah, yeah, like I don't want to give away names, but I had a social studies teacher like my last year, and he was a massive dick just to everybody. So
I had a history teacher. Oh no, he was an English teacher.
yeah,
And not gonna name names, but he was a communist.
fuck,
Like I'm not even kidding.
it was an
He was
actual
literally a
communist.
communist. Yeah, he was a communist,
Wow.
and he was basically trying to indoctrinate. He was bringing in politics into it. You know, not right.
So he was just trying to push it onto the kids he was teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To be honest, the way you were wording that at first, it was like he was just pulling kids in. I'm like, oh god, no, no, that's awful. Um,
I mean, the way you said it makes him sound like a pet. So,
we thought in junior high there was like a teacher, or a couple of them we thought were actual pedophiles, but um,
wow,
yeah,
were the were Were they bad people at all?
Um, not inherently bad. Like one teacher who was, I think he was a foods teacher. Like he was pretty like pretty suspect. Like especially when he was around the girls and stuff. But
Ugh.
yeah.
That's creepy.
The other one though, like he was my art teacher. And, like me and him became really close as the years went on. Like, because he did not only was he an art teacher, but he was also like he was a homeroom teacher, and like I had him
Yeah.
for like two maybe 3 years at that time. Like he was there for a majority of my like my junior high experience, and like we became fast friends. And everybody else though, like I didn't realize it at the moment, but I was told like afterwards, like he did some really like really weird shit.
Like what?
Like I was talking to my sister. I was over at her apartment, and we were talking about junior high, and like he would he'd have the girls, like he'd drop like a pencil on the floor, and his desk would be right near where the girls table was, so he'd have like one of the girls stand up and pick up like the pencil for him, and he'd have it in a way where like their backside would be facing him.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's yeah, yeah, that's
yeah, that's
creepy.
pretty bad. It
Yeah.
was not good. Like, oh man. And
Was he
I this
fired?
um no, he was well, no, he wasn't fired. He's not teaching anymore
Well,
though.
that speaks to the efficiency of the school system.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that was really weird. Like in that conversation we were having, because like
At least you weren't a woman.
that's true. It's true. Thank God. But I mean, even though like we were close, like I still remember he had some weird fucking obsessions. Like even though he was married, like he had a wife at the time. Um, like he had a weird fascination with Mickey Mouse. Like I remember his desk was literally
Yes.
plastered with like all sorts of like Mickey Mouse items and fucking
That's an interesting detail.
yeah. It's like it's in the mind of a fucking sociopath. But yeah, no, it was weird, man. It was just like it was weird thinking about it after the fact because
Yeah,
of everything that we did together. But um,
did together. That
like just
doesn't sound right.
like I know, yeah, I know that sounds pretty like pretty bad, but like he was really nice to me at the time, and I think
Well,
because of
I mean, not saying he's a sociopath or anything, but a lot of sociopaths are nice.
like when you connect the dots, like when you see things and like when it all
When
starts to piece together, it just leaves a bad image.
you have forethought,
Yeah, but
like you get to think about things after
yeah,
the fact,
yeah,
and things are much clearer
yeah.
then.
In retrospect, like it was just like
Hindsight,
yeah,
that was a bad choice of words.
yeah, like um, but yeah, it was just it's thinking about it now. It's just a lot of these things are they become more apparent the more you think about them, and yeah,
I remember there was an English teacher at my old school that during class she would talk about, well, one, she was younger than my mom,
right,
but she looks much older
right,
because she does a lot of drugs.
mm-hmm,
And she talked about doing drugs during school.
mm-hmm.
Like she talked about smoking pot with Snoop Dogg, and
Really,
she described some scenes of kid of teachers in another school that is not safe for work.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Um,
Yeah, she was in my. I remember my mom talked to the principal saying, you should probably fire,
mm,
before Christmas.
yeah. Yeah.
And then they waited until after Christmas for to talk about that certain thing
Yeah. Yeah.
until it was like too late.
Yeah. Fucking schools, man. Like,
School system sucks.
it makes me think, like, if I ever have kids, right, like, I'll just fucking homeschool them at, at like this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. I'm definitely not. If I ever have kids, which I definitely won't.
Yeah.
But I would never put them in public school.
Yeah.
And private schools are sometimes worse.
Yeah. I was
A
gonna
lot of
ask, would you put
a
them
lot
in?
of the private school are a lot of times worse in a different way.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen Dead Poet Society?
Never forget.
Never forget.
um. Yeah. I was just about to ask, like, would you put your kid in private school? Because, like,
No,
if it were my kids, I'd be like, no, absolutely, because it's like, to me that seems way worse than.
I'd probably just homeschool them
Yeah. Yeah. That seems.
unless I found a clearly good school,
Yeah.
which rarely ever happens.
Yeah. I mean, at first thought, you think it is, but then, like, the more that they're there, and oh Jesus.
They could hire someone really bad,
Yeah.
and either that could fare bad for their grades or fare bad for their childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Any number of things could happen
Mm-hmm.
while they're at school, but um
So that's our message for today. The school system is bad. Oh,
stay don't go to school, kids.
yeah. Don't go to school, kids. Just follow in the footsteps of Quentin Tarantino
just
and
just
drop out of school.
just have your parents school you. um hmm. Wow,
Such a good message.
this got depressing, like, really, really fast. It's just,
Yeah.
um let's talk about something that's not
What's something that's not? What's something that won't lead us into a deep philosophical topic that's
uh
not depressing?
uh
Is there anything?
um
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. Chat, can you
I
help us
mean,
out?
yeah. Give us a topic, chat.
Yeah. I'm just like, I was just looking on Twitter, seeing if there's anything, uh,
Come on,
anything
guys.
noteworthy.
Give us a topic. Give us a topic.
Let's see.
Where's Eva Addy when we need her?
Fortnite.
No.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about Fortnite.
Fortnite will just make it even more depressing.
No. I think we talked about Snyder a little bit. I want to assume, like, we got into it.
And yeah, yeah, and how much I despise the new Joker picture.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't there another? Oh yeah, there was another. Mortal Kombat came out last week. I don't know if you saw that trailer.
I think I heard about it. I mean, I haven't played the games, so no.
Yeah. Yeah, that. I was just like, yeah, that's definitely like a Swifty topic. If he was
Yeah.
ever to come back on the show, which we'll see. But
Yeah, we'll see.
I still want to do an episode with all three of us together, like, just
Yeah, someday.
chatting. Hopefully, he's in on it, and we actually get around to doing it. But like, as of right now. Like we'll just see how it goes with the podcast and um,
Yeah, as of right now,
as
we'll wait
yeah, but
for unknown reasons.
for goddamn. So uh,
What do you got going on?
I'm just trying to think of what the fuck we can talk about next, which I was
No, I
either
mean
like,
in in life.
oh, honestly
You could
nothing.
talk about what's going on.
Honestly, nothing really at all. Like I'm just trying to work on getting content out
Survive.
and also to like make sure that this Q&A podcast goes well despite what
I
some.
think it will.
Yeah, I hope like I've been really enjoying the questions we've been getting so far. Like there have been some really good ones. One
And
of them
we got a question from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Iron Ninja.
yes, yeah, he did message
Because
me.
because I braided him.
Yeah, you did braid him, and he acknowledged it to me. He was like, "Is he always like this?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's pretty much what it's like being with him 24/7."
24/7, you say? Let's
But yeah,
kick
no,
that
I
up to 8 days a week.
yeah, it's just like I mean, I'm just going off the assumption of your family, but um, but yeah, I talked to him on Twitter. Like we were talking in DMs. Like he saw the conversation, and he was just like, "Is this guy
Yeah,
like this?" I'm like
it's because I kept adding him.
you basically berated him on my server,
Yeah,
and I was just like, "Dude, if he's not."
maybe if I braid him enough, he'll appear on the podcast.
We'll see.
I've wanted to talk to him, but you know,
I would love to do an episode with him at some point.
I've wanted to talk to him in general.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Mm-hmm. Should throw like a video pitch out at him and see if he'll take the bait.
Yeah,
But yeah, we were talking and then
we haven't done a guest in a while.
no, not recent. Yeah, no, not recently.
I mean, it's just been us since it was the three of us.
I mean, last or no, not last. Like December, like I had Alter on for one episode because I
Oh yeah,
think you
Alter.
two, I think you two were both busy at the time and like we didn't have a like schedule planned out for episodes or anything. So
I doubt I was busy, but obviously just wanted to do something with Alter instead of me.
yeah, it's a little
You definitely wanted to hear all in that.
um, yeah. I forgot the reason as to why, but yeah, it's like I
You
would
did.
love to have guests on the podcast. Like it's like
Yeah.
especially like coming up because there's like some topics that I want to do with um, some certain people and like I've been messaging a whole lot of like friends and some inspirations of mine and I've gotten some
I
like
remember I remember I was gonna do a podcast with Alter, but that never stayed.
you know you know yeah, when's the next time I'm gonna be on your channel, Dick?
Hey, you still haven't done a collab with me, even though you've done a bunch with Swifty and a bunch with Alter.
I mean, well we did one sort of, it kind of just turned into its own video, um but yeah, I need to come up with like a video just for the two of us besides you know that one and uh this stream here. So
I mean, I can literally talk about anything for any amount of time.
Yeah. I'll try and
And
think of it.
you know that's a fact.
Yes, yeah, you've told me before, and um, I think you berated me with that too. Also, it's just like I'll talk about literally anything. I'm like, Jesus, calm
I
down.
love I love texting all caps
Yeah, you have like a weird like
for no reason at all.
habit of that.
I well, I have like a I have a message personality.
Literally everything we talk about of doing, you're always like you always have caps lock on. You're just like, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Hey, I have enthusiasm to the table.
Yeah, I'm sure if I was streaming by myself and if you came on the chat, literally every like thing you type in would just be in all caps and um, would just be random shit. But
Hey, that's my
that's your mo.
that's my category.
Yeah,
I need to make more videos.
you should.
The last video I did was that Zodiac video that almost got taken. Almost nobody could see because it got claimed by stupid Paramount.
Yeah,
And then I disputed it.
yeah. And then it was a copyright strike.
Hey, Paramount can come after me if they want.
Jeez.
I will
I
destroy them.
I try to actively avoid copyright claims. That's why it's like I haven't been doing reactions to these like trailers lately. It's just been like I know as soon as I'm gonna put it up, like something is gonna get claimed, and as much as I try to like fix it or like try to make it so it's not claimed, I'm just like it's not gonna
It's
work.
just too much trouble.
That's why like I was thinking of doing an update video sometime soon, like maybe within the next month or so, and I'm just gonna be like, okay, for reactions, not doing trailers anymore. I'm just not dealing with that hassle.
I need to do like a channel intro sometime
Hmm. Yeah, I need to
because I
make
just
a.
don't have one.
Speaking of channel intros, I need to make a new one for my LP channel. Because the one I have is from 2017, and
2017.
yeah, I haven't updated. It's like that's the only thing left of that channel. I need to.
What do you
Uh,
think we're gonna do for the 100th episode?
I have no idea. I'm still planning that out. Like I was thinking, like we do the Q
We,
and A
we have to
for this one
we
for
have to do. So what would 50 be?
um maybe like a live episode.
Yeah, live events.
Yeah,
And then 70. Would we do one for 75?
75. I was thinking of like a kind of like either like for 75 or 100 or whatever. Like I was thinking of like kind of a reflection of like the podcast, like just kind of looking back and um, reminiscing about episodes and
And
whatever.
think about it.
Yeah.
The Speaking Nerd was birthed from the death of the Pop Culture Pack.
Actually, Speaking Nerd was a concept that I've had. Like I did the podcast in like 2019, I want to say, and then like I did 3 episodes. It went nowhere, and like I was just like, okay, I'm not doing this again for a while. And then when I did this new channel, I'm like, okay, I want to do the podcast again because that more or less came from us doing Pop Culture Pack at the time, and I was just like, man, I really miss doing podcasts. It's like maybe I should just do one
Exactly.
for my own
So you have me to thank for the Speaking Nerd.
for the revival, yeah. But yeah, if I wasn't on Pop Culture Pack, then we probably wouldn't be doing be
Mm-hmm.
doing the podcast. But
And you wouldn't have met me,
that's true. As
which was obviously the best thing that's ever happened to you in your life.
it is like one of the like best things to come out of like the end of 2020, especially like because like when I think about it, like how I met you and how this kind of ball got started and how it started rolling is just like it kind of was an accident. Like, um,
It was very much an accident.
I think it was just because like Alter was promoting it, and I thought like it was his like show at first. It was just like, when am I going to be on an episode, Dick? And it was just like, oh no, it's not my show. I'm like, oh, okay. And I think you chimed in. It was just like, yeah, we'll have you on. I'm like, fuck it,
I
like
did.
whatever. And then we did. I did the guest spot, which I think came out
Where, yeah, that was where Alter talked over you the whole entire time.
right. And then we just kind of, we did a few more episodes after that. So, like, I think most of them never
I
made
think
it to air. Like, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Didn't we kick Alter off the Zoom for that first episode?
I think yeah,
We
we
felt
either
bad,
we either
it was
kicked him
also
off
fun.
or like we harassed him to the point where he was just like, fuck this, and he left.
I might have just muted him.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was. I
Yeah,
think
but
that was.
that was an odd first meeting.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even remember what we were talking about in that episode. I think.
I remember one thing we talked about was like I think we talked about some Spider-Man games.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, he was like gabbing his gums and talking about shit, and it was just like,
Yeah,
get him.
which is what he did at every episode though.
Pretty much like right after we did that and you put it up, like I went back and watched like the 2 or 3 episodes prior to when I was on, and like it was literally just him being like, you're talking about fucking whatever else, talking over everybody. And,
I mean, I literally had an episode's thumbnail that was just me saying "Shut
shut the
up,
fuck
Walter."
up. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just took. I think I took a panel from. No, it was a still from Batmanultra7. It was "Shut up, Alter."
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, we should I've been telling you, man, like at some point we need to get the the pop culture pack started up again,
Yeah,
cuz that would be awesome. Cuz like we did, cuz after that kind of just dissipated, like it was just you and me doing the podcast for
yeah.
like a month straight, like just like 5 episodes of it was just
I
like
mean,
you and
it was basically the most fun part of my week,
yeah.
and I'm not being hyperbolous or whatever
Hmm.
because my weeks are pretty boring.
But yeah, it's just like I was thinking about it a while ago. I don't even know if I told you this, like just as an idea, because like you did the Steve Orlando interview, which was
Oh yeah,
really good video. I'm like, well, you should do
that,
that for
that,
like do that like for, I mean, besides like people like Steve Orlando, like have me on there or Swifty or all, like whatever the
like
case.
one-on-one interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely love to do that.
Hmm.
Just talk to people about what they want to do or what they are doing.
Hmm. We should start that up again. That
Yeah,
that is an idea right there. It's just
that could be my main content because it's pretty easy to do.
yeah. It's just like you're just sitting down, like talking to somebody
I
for
mean, it's yeah, it's not like with my Zodiac video where I edit a bunch of clips together in
yeah,
narration and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's something I can do.
Hmm. There you go, man. Like just like you said, like you're the like you helped me inspire the like to bring back the Speed Nerd podcast. It's like now I'm inspiring you to make some content on your channel.
Yeah, because I'm not good at making consistent content.
Hmm.
Like I can make a video every once in a while, like my Steve Orlando.
Right.
I made it in like October of last year, and I didn't put it on my channel until like
Took like 3 months or so.
December. Was it December or something?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me check. Okay.
I feel like Steve had to be so off at me.
I think Steve just kind of like forgot about it. He was just like, um,
Especially since he didn't share the video.
yeah, it's just like he was probably working
Which
on something, and then like all of a sudden he was like, oh, uh, interview with Steve Orlando by Batmanultra7. He's like, oh yeah, right, I did that. Yeah, the interview came out December 14th. And when did you say you record the interview? Like October?
October, like the end of October.
Okay.
Because I'm a terrible person.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'd be like a really good idea. Just kind of like, I mean, you can do your top 10 movies, and at
Yeah,
least
I
at
mean
least finish out that series. But like these one-on-one kind of interview types, like that'd be a
they
good
would be
like
fat. They would be easier and faster to
yeah,
make
that would
while
be a good like
doing.
avenue to pump content out, like for content creators, because like I had a similar idea to this for my channel, which um, I don't know when that'll happen, but like I'm sure it'll happen some point or another. But
Let's see who should be my first interview. Do you want? I could interview you.
I'd like that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I just that'd be
Um,
really good.
yeah, I'm gonna be free Thursday.
Um, we'll talk about it off camera, but
Yeah,
yeah, we definitely have an idea brewing there. Shit. um,
finally.
yeah, but yeah, we've been streaming for 2 hours. I think we pretty much said all we need to say. You know,
Yeah, I
talked about a
mean
lot of stuff, and
we had some fun. We put in some depressing stuff in there.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
talked about how much I don't like that new picture of the Joker today.
the
You know,
fucking like the Jesus.
Jesus,
Yeah.
the Jesus picture.
I don't understand what the fuck he's doing with that movie.
What like why compare a serial killer to Jesus? I don't think that's a good comparison, Zach.
I don't know why he's doing like he does that with all of it. Like he's done that with each of his like DC movies. Like there's always some sort of like
Some biblical imagery, whatever.
yes, like some
And
sort of like
and
religious
you
symbolism.
you want to know you want to know something really interesting? It never works.
No, it doesn't.
It just never works.
Yeah, no.
It's not good.
Yeah, no. It
Like
does. It just does not.
when he did in Man of Steel, he had a Clark put his arms up in the space. Like,
Right.
oh, I get it. I understand that reference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No subtlety whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And then
Besides
there's the
the it's just like there's a whole lot of like weird decisions that like is going on.
like I don't want to hate on Zack Snyder because I mean he seems like a all right dude,
Yeah.
but he makes some pretty whack decisions.
Did you see that he wanted to do a comic
Uh,
miniseries? Like he wanted to
I,
do like a comic book miniseries talking about like the death of Jason Todd and all that. Like DC turned him down for that.
I thought it was Dick Grayson.
It might have been Dick Grayson. I can't remember honestly.
Yeah, he said the dead Robin is Dick Grayson.
Yeah, it's just wrong. It's just poor
Yeah,
Dick.
yeah.
um, yeah,
Why would you kill off Dick? He's the best Robin.
he is. And there's so
I
much
don't put
potential where you could have him like be in a night, like you can make a Nightwing movie, and
just, put Nightwing in the Snyder cut. That would be amazing.
uh, um,
Imagine Nightwing against Darkseid.
yeah, that would be a.
That'd be awesome.
I'd I I'd love to see Nightwing in a movie. And,
Like Nightwing is one of my favorite DC characters.
mhm.
Like that suit is awesome.
Yeah, I would say like, yeah, Dick Grayson definitely is in like top 10 DC characters,
Mm-hmm.
um, for sure. But,
Yeah, we have him. We have him in the special show that is Titans.
yeah, that is a
Yes,
discussion for another time.
an Amazonian can die by electricity,
Fuck, man.
even though Wonder Woman was like shooting out electricity in first Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah. What a piece of shit.
Pretty
Anyway,
suspect.
we're gonna close things off. Like this was a really good 2 hour stream. And I wasn't expecting it to go
Yeah,
over 2 hours, but I had a great time. I want to thank
I did too.
Ultra for joining in and finally getting a stream done after we've been talking about it for
Hmm.
fucking weeks at this point. Um, but stay tuned for his channel. Be sure to subscribe to it and check out his Zodiac video, which like
Yes,
honestly it's great stuff. Like I love Zodiac as a movie, and
it's
um,
it's amazing.
yeah, and getting seeing people talk about it, just is
I don't.
awesome.
I mean, I don't think I've really seen many videos about Zoe.
Honestly, me neither. Like I haven't really like you see like film critics like they'll do their thing like, but not a whole lot of people besides that really have talked about um Zodiac.
Also, Zodiac is better than Seven. Sorry,
Man,
just spitting facts.
yeah.
Also, it's better than Monk. Just saying.
Mm,
It's like thousands of miles better than Monk.
right. Yeah, man.
Also,
But
check out everything that Marvel's doing.
yeah, I'm gonna try to start doing these streams a little bit more often. And like I keep saying that.
I'm always open to doing.
Yeah, for sure. At some point, like I said, at some point I want to get both
And
of
I,
you on here and like hang out for.
and I did quit my job, so
You did, yeah.
I'll
Fuck
be even
Wendy's.
more free to do them.
Fuck Wendy's, man.
Yep.
But um, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share all that fun stuff. Links to everything of mine down below:
Yeah.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my Discord server, the
Your
whole nine
mom.
yards. Um, but we'll see you guys this Friday with the Speaking Nerd podcast for the 25th
25th episode.
25th episode, which I was not expecting us to get that far, but
Yeah.
we'll.
I wasn't expecting us to get to number two.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, we will see you guys then. Have a great night. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to take care of yourselves. See ya.
Same bet time, same bet channel.
Same channel.